Hey everyone, have you tried using Cici in the gold lane? This hero might be worth a try because she is one of the scaling fighters, similar to marksmen who are also scaling. Cici is one of the few heroes for whom I own all the skins. The others are Phoveus and Juxin. I can't even tell what's her skin in this one. My teammates here all have badges. Global number 14 Kimi, number 12 Arlot, number 18 Kagura, and Philippines number 6 Cho. My build for her was the same as when she's in the XP lane, since cooldown reduction is extremely important for her to spam her skills effectively. She's also not your typical fighter with only short-range basic attacks and skills. Her first skill, in particular, has almost the same range as some marksmen. She can sustain her lane even without teammates visiting, as long as you're careful and avoid being overly aggressive. Remember, her power spike comes in the mid to late game. At the start, it felt like I was at a disadvantage because Leslie's kiting was so good. But after a while, she ended up being the one forced to recall. That's because I have spell vamp, so I don't even need to go back to base. Just make sure to keep checking the map to see where the other enemies are. They might already be on their way to you. Leslie was already on her way back to base, but I wasn't planning to recall. Instead, I quickly cleared the minion wave. Here's a small piece of advice. If your lane opponent recalls and you're clearing minions, prioritize killing the catapult minion first. This increases the chance of your minion wave getting reduced before your opponent gets back. While your opponent is still on their way back, if you're unsure whether to get gold from the crab or the tower's gold plate, I suggest going for the crab. Aside from staying hidden on the map, you also deny your lane opponent the chance to secure the crab. But that still depends on you. In my experience, if I go for the gold plate first and then head to the crab after the minions are killed, there's a high chance the enemy will catch up and end up getting the crab instead. It's like having your candy taken away, or that feeling when you're the one who cooked, but someone else gets to eat it. At this point, no one had visited the gold lane yet. It was just me and Leslie playing 1v1. There was always chaos on the other side of the map. My teammates were strong because they are top global players, so they carried me in this game. The important thing is that I won the gold lane, because believe it or not, winning the gold lane gives you a higher chance of winning the game. Even if it goes to late game, Cici is still strong. Actually, she's even stronger in the late game. I was really at a disadvantage with Leslie's range, but once I got close enough, she was definitely going to be finished. I outplayed Leslie here. She probably thought I was going to run away, but I suddenly charged at her, and I think she was caught off guard. This always happens whenever I use a fighter in the gold lane. The enemy marksman gets super aggressive. If you're a marksman, you should be playing safe, just focusing on clearing minions, right? You really need to focus on farming and building items rather than engaging early game. But when they're up against a fighter, they get aggressive, thinking they have a huge advantage because of the range, which makes sense. The problem is they become too aggressive. We both didn't get any visits here in the gold lane. My teammates just crushed the enemies on the other side of the map. If only every game were like this, it would be so much more fun. No stress from teammates. The good thing about Cici is that even if enemies do visit, she's not easy to kill. In fact, the enemy might end up dying instead, because she can hold her own in a 1v2 situation, especially if her ultimate landed perfectly. Karina was being way too brave here, thinking she'd be invincible with her first skill. Maybe if it were Layla, she could have gotten the kill, but it's not.
Get him, Yo-Yo!
Maybe about 1 out of 5 games I have strong teammates. For other players, it could be worse, probably 1 out of 10. It's even worse when you have trio teammates and you're in the gold lane. They'll just always visit their trio in the XP lane and never come to help in the gold lane. I've had so many teammates like that, which is why I really don't like having trio teammates. Then, the enemy trio is always ganking the gold lane. Who wouldn't get frustrated with that?
Come join the fun.
At this point, Cho decided to gank and tried to dive Leslie under the turret, only to get killed by her. I think he suddenly felt bad for Leslie or something. Chu was probably thinking, "You're getting crushed in your lane here. Kill me so you can get stronger." It turns out Kagura was the only strong one on my team. She must be really a top global player. But then, Kagura got shut down and the enemy got a huge gold boost from that, for sure. Here, I went in alone against the enemies, but it exposed Cici's weakness. How ironic that your name is Cici, but Cici is also your weakness. Then here, what do you think would be the best way for me to survive? Of course, the best way is recalling to the base. So Freya was already pushing the top lane, and I was on my way to meet her. Arlott was with me, but look at him on the map. He's going to take a shortcut. But do you think I could take on Freya there without Arlott? Both of our weakness is CC, but Freya has an advantage because her second skill has CC. But it should be CC's advantage because her name is CC, right?
Taking shots at the enemy, I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. You cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You were not as tough as What? What the fuck?
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Good luck, and see you next time.